I really struggled in putting this presentation together. How do you talk about solar energy, nanoparticles, and nanotechnology in 5 minutes? Well, let's find out. So what you see here is one of Australia's first computers. All right, so this is right. It's 30,000 watts to power the entire thing, and it only had a processing speed of 500 to 1,000 megahertz with a memory capacity of only 2,000 bytes. Taking you back now to today, this is one of the computers I've built to run my home media center, and depending on how much I mess with the frequencies and voltages and various things, I can get it up to 4.6 gigahertz. And it has a memory capacity of 24 gigabytes worth of RAM. And it powers this for all under, maybe 800 watts. And of course, I'd like to show you where we're actually headed, though. We're even going smaller because, big ideas, that's great in theory, but what we're actually seeing in practicality is that we're going smaller. The future is smaller, as we see here. This is a MacBook Air. Excuse the wonderful photography, as you see, I am not that. And we're actually moving in smaller. We've been moving smaller. And this is what we're seeing that our technology is enabling us to do, go smaller. And now I'm going to transition from computer hardware, because that's something that we can all relate to, and we're going to talk about energy. And this is actually what we see here is a grid of the electrical grid here in the United States. And close up, we're familiar with seeing these things. What do these things do? Well, they are what powers us, give us the electricity we see in our homes, and what we're familiar with on running our day-to-day lives. But what does it actually take to power that? It takes a lot of plants. These are coal plants. This is what you're seeing here in these pictures. And these coal plants are very detrimental to, and this is what we're coming to as a society to see, that these coal plants are very detrimental. You're seeing all this smoke, all this pollution come up. And this is a problem. So as a society, we're trying to think of how to solve this problem. So in that problem, we have now nuclear energy. Yes, we've gone small. But we're seeing problems with going to that level with at least that form of technology. Yes, it's great, but it still needs to move forward. So what we're seeing here is, we've all seen this, the Fukushima nuclear disaster. There's issues and problems inherent with this. We're seeing all the destruction that's coming out of it, and it's not just the destruction of those facilities, but it's the aftermath of that destruction and the radioactive waste and the causes and the issues that cause problems after that. So I'm going to talk about my company and what NanoLayer Technologies is doing to help that move forward. So why solar power? As we see here, oil, natural gas, electricity are all going up. Solar power is going down. And we've actually seen a growth in solar power in the last year of 97.2%. Obviously, you don't need charts to see that gas prices are ridiculous. But this is a chart of that. So what NanoLayer Technologies is going to do is we're moving it towards smaller. We're working with nanoparticles to make solar energy more efficient and more applicable, lighter, more flexible for us. What that means is we can put it on our rooftops and commercial buildings on the rooftops. We can actually put it in windows and in body panels. And we're moving towards putting it in personal devices, PDAs, cars, remote controls, things that we're accustomed to today. Well, each one of those things that operates off batteries can be run with the assistance of solar energy. And because we're moving towards that, we're able to go to a smaller level and achieve very big things. So when I talk about the future is smaller, what I really am talking about is the future is smaller in practicality, in real world. I'm not talking figuratively, because figuratively, what I mean to say is things are big, things are going big, but our company, our world, our technology, we're going smaller. And that's all I want to say about our company and what we're doing to move forward. And I invite everybody to look into how to make those alternative energies a bigger part of their life. Thank you. Okay.